Hey, I am Dr. Yash Dodiyal. I live in the city of Mumbai and I am a doctor by profession. My band score was an 8 overall. My reason for taking the IELTS was both study and work. I wished to go to the United Kingdom and study medicine over there as well as work with the NHS. While I had a couple of options of choosing the English proficiency test, I think that I chose IELTS because it has a much more graded pattern and there is a flow to the entire test. So I think it convinced me the fact that it was a very structured kind of a test, so that's what gave IELTS the upper hand. I preferred the computer delivered IELTS more because there are certain drawbacks to the paper delivered system, and I prefer the computer one because we've been using computers since a very long time now, and I just feel more comfortable in my zone working digitally. While preparing for the IELTS, it's more of how do you approach your English language as such. They give out the booklets and you need to practice the test very thoroughly. The four parts of reading, writing, listening and speaking, I think the foremost I worked on was the speaking part, because as Indians it doesn't come very natively to us to speak on the English, but then if you consider the specifications of all the four parts, I think listening is a little bit daunting because it has its own pace. You have to match that pace. You have to learn how to listen to it very carefully and answer it in the most convenient way possible. Yeah, my test center was fairly easy to locate because it's in the heart of the city, and I reached here by train. I usually travel by the train. It's just a 5-minute walk from the Lower Parel station. So yeah, it was I found it very easily, to be very honest. While booking the test, it was a fairly simple process. I think all the things that were there, all the things that they wanted were mentioned quite clearly, and I was pretty fairly easily booked the test. And then once it came to the test center, they had a fantastic facility. They have the locker facility in order to keep your belongings if you want to, and also there is a good waiting area where you can just wait if you come to the test early. As well as the examiners, I feel the examiners are very friendly with the entire process. And a major shout out to the staff of IDP Ielts, because they were very friendly through the entire procedure. They told me at various steps where to go, what to do, so I was not lost at any moment. So yeah, I think the best part about the IDP Ielts is the staff that they have. I think I wouldn't mind sharing just one thing, was that during the listening test, I think that the pace at which the narration goes should be a little bit slower, and other than that it's just perfect. It is fairly simple. You need to work on the basic skills. People think that in IELTS you need to learn the high fundamental words and you need to do something very differently, but it's not that. It's just you need to learn the basics quite well. You need to focus on your instincts. You need to focus on what you have to do, what is in your hand right at the moment. So first of all, if I talk about the reading part, I think you need to read a lot of newspapers. That helps a lot. Books are a great add-on. Coming to the listening part, well, you need to be a good listener. There's nothing you can do about it. Practice really helps. Then the writing part, well, we've been writing long essays in schools for since a very long time, so I didn't think that should be a problem. But just work on the vocabulary a bit. We as Indians, we have a limited vocabulary for English, and I think what IELTS has helped me is just increase my range of vocabulary, the way I use it and the way I speak my English language. So the bottom line is that you just need to be yourself. Just make sure you're calm, composed at the day of the test. Do not panic. Even if you miss an answer, even if you feel that you've done particularly not well in one section, you can always make it up in the other section. So just make sure that you are feeling at ease and you're just comfortable in your own space.